Alright, we're going to do Let It Be by the Beatles. Having said that, you know, I'm not going to rehash what I do. If you need to watch it again, just rewind the video. I'm just going to march straight ahead. I've got this strum that I call it down stub, down stub. A down, and when I say stub, I mean just a little short strum. Down stub, down stub. I do that for every chord in this, and I make sure there's you know, a more exacting way to do that, but that's how I strum that, or that's what I call the strum. Down stub, down stub. That's a little one finger G there, and I'm muting the A string, and I'm dampening the E string with my pinky. This is all so it's easier, right? A minor. Now you can do a full-bodied F, but if you have a problem with a bar F, right? I call this a twins F. I call these fingers my twins because they tend to group together. And then I go there, right? Down stub, down stub. Then a C, a one finger G, a twins F, and a C. Let it be. A minor, G, one finger G that is, twins F, and then a C. Whisper words of wisdom, one finger G, twins F, let it be. The little cascade run I call stacks and steps. Stacks and steps. So I stack on 10 with a ring, a step with a 9 and an 8, step with a 7 and a 6, stack on 5, a stack on 3, a step with 2 and 1, and then a one finger G, a twins F, and then a C, right? Okay, now the thing that I like about this particular lead is I give each lick a name, and this name is going to help you remember the lick, okay? This first lick I call CC lick. Because I'm playing the note C. C, C. Daddy's doing a video, honey. I'll be right with you, okay? Then ring, ring. Because I start with my ring. Ring, ring, and on C, right? Both of those licks ended on C. In fact, you're going to notice that this is in the key of C, and John Lennon did this lead. He tends to end on the note C. So C is like a period at the end of the sentence when you're playing this lead. Here comes this next lead. I call it ring, slide, retrace. That means you're going to slide your ring, you're going to retrace your notes. Slide, and I retrace, and I end on C. Okay, this next lick I call rat-a-tat-tat. I'm starting on the 7th fret. Rat-a-tat-tat, next, next. So I go rat-a-tat-tat, next, next. This next lick I tend to do with my middle because I like the way it lines up. I slide with a middle. I call it middle slide triangle retrace. I slide and I create a little triangle. See this little triangle? So I middle slide triangle retrace. Retrace, and I end on the note C. This next lick I call onesie twosie because it's just these little two fingers. End on C. Now, onesie twosie, you can disagree with what I named that. I don't care, you know. This next lick is the most complex lick that's in the lead. I call it two names. First of all, it's called 3 ring slides. So we're going to have 3 ring slides. Having said that, I've got little sub licks that I've named in here. So It's umbrellaed under 3-ring slides, and here's our first lick. I call it slide C. Slide C. I land on C. Now my ring is landing right here. I'll do that first lick again. Slide C. Then I do slide, and I call this start because that's where I started. And I do another slide start, and then C rectangle. So this is a C, and I kind of outline the perimeter of a rectangle. And then I'm going to do a middle slide triangle retrace. Retrace, and I end on C. Just like I said earlier, C is going to be the period at the end of the sentence. This next lick I call onesie twosie slide. Now I'm going to break from the instruction to play this next little portion of the scale. Right? I call this particular portion of the scale, I call it a house. This is the roof of my house, and these are the walls of my house. So hopefully you see the house that I'm referring to. The roof of the house and the walls. So I do a onesie twosie slide. Now I start with, I call this most of the house. Right? Because it's every part of that house except this note, right? Do yourself a favor. Upstroke that note. Up, down, up, down. Now, I called that a house. I know how lame this is going to sound. This is the driveway of the house. And then the walls of the house. I call these 3 notes a triangle. Right? I'm going to call this, I'm going to call that pyramid. It's the same shape, right? But triangle is that, and pyramid is that. So this last lick is pyramid, slide, and then C, high, C. So there's all of those licks, and you saw the tab of that, and great stuff. Okay. So in the description of this video, I'm going to supply a little link, and that will actually be all of these licks, and I'm going to sequence them 4 times each, right? So I'll have that CC lick, da dum 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 dum, 1 2 3, da da dum 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 dum. It's going to have them, each of them 4 times. And that way you can just work on the timing of them if you're having problems with the timing of it. All right, good luck.